This is Exofactory. It's a factory builder automation style game where you awake as a lonely AI on a barren world. This is what we start with. This is the sort of core, I guess, of our AI. As part of a little tutorial, which is pretty boring, not gonna lie, you build this little guy over here. This is an exoframe, and this is primarily the way that you move around the world. Now, there are some resource deposits over here, which I am definitely going to interact with and extract a little bit of iron ore from. And once we have got ourselves a little bit of iron ore, we should be able to start crafting some resources in the frame. So we head back over to here. We can interact with you. You can see that I can move iron ore into the core inventory over here, and from there we can start handcrafting iron ore into iron ingots, and then from there we can start crafting a little bit of structural iron, and we need a little bit of structural iron in order to let's just get this done. We need a little bit of structural iron in order to build some mining things, some mining extraction things. Sure, great. Something that I will say is that the robot AI does a lot of self-reflecting and a lot of chatting, and I'm not actually sure that it's always super great to hear. I'm really not that bothered. I just want to build some buildings. Right, let's go into build mode. We can enter that with E. There's a couple of different things that we have access to at the moment. A mining machine, and also some belts looking pretty darn good. Now, if I want to place this over here, we need 4 structural iron and 2 low power wire. Okay, that's fine. We can make that work. Let's go back to here. We move that over there, that over there. Beautiful. And we head back over to here. And we build ourselves there we go. A mining machine. Fantastic. Great. That's exactly what we're after. We are after ore by the ton. Yeah. A lot of chatting. Lot of chatting. And I don't really think that it unfortunately adds very much to the factory building experience. But the good news is, yep, we're getting loads and loads and loads of iron, which is great. Cool. Right. I'm gonna just turn off the there we go. Turn down the volume there. But it is kind of important because there we go, manually extract, looking good. Very happy. Any other buildings that I've got access to yet? Ooh, yes, we do indeed. We've got a furnace. So we need to get some iron ingots and we need to get some copper ingots. And we need to tie them into a chain of some sort. Looks like the copper resource is over there. So what I can do is I can get... There we go. I can get some iron ingots processed manually, because we're going to need, what is it, 4 structural iron? How do I make low power wire? Because I don't think I have the ability to make low power wire. I may have to get a furnace first, and then build a second mining machine after that, because thinking about it... There we go, do that. Great, yeah, thinking about it here... Yeah, 2 copper ingots, 2... Yeah, okay. Because I'm not going to be able to get the resources for... I'm not going to be able to get the resources for this because I would require 2... Oh. I would require 2... Yeah, 2 low power wire, and I cannot make them at the present moment. So, let's grab a little bit of copper ore in the meantime. And then let's take this back to the core, get this refined, and let's get some furnaces and let's get some wires. Nice. Right, the copper has been secured. Let's go and turn it into some copper ingots. Let's get this moved up to there. Very good. And let's craft this down into, well, I guess we only need really 2 ingots. Ah, we don't even need that. We literally just need... We need low power, or we can now make low power wire. Okay, well, that would be kind of useful. And by kind of useful, I mean very useful. Do I want to make a furnace right now, or do I want to make low power wire? Probably low power wire. Because if I get the low power wire, then let's get this over to here. Let's craft What do I need? I need a little bit more structural. I need 2 more structural iron. That's fine. Get 2 more structural iron. That's 4 more bits of iron ingot after this current one. And then let's go and make ourselves a secondary mining machine. And that is the structural iron secured. Very nice. Let's get that dragged over to there. And we will set up, there we go, the extraction mining surface. And we'll build it right there. Yeah, excellent. Very happy with that, to be honest. Not super happy with where the exit port is, but it's fine. Yeah, so initial observations of this game, I think it's promising. I mean, it's a little bit barren and a little bit two-dimensional at the present moment, but I think there's potential here. I like the concept. You know, definitely from what you see in the sort of trailer, pictures about the game, it looks like there's going to be a sort of an industrialization, terraforming element where you're going to have to change the world in some way. And I'm a big fan of games that do that. I really, really am. Right, what am I building next? Let's get some iron ingots and some copper ingots for a furnace. I don't think that I want to do anything too complicated with the furnace. I think we just want to sort of get the furnace down, and then we'll manually feed the furnace some sort of basic resources, at least for the present moment, so that we can get it up to speed. How's that looking? Yeah, that's not looking too bad. And then we'll just plonk the furnace down right here. Didn't yoink him from the core. That's fine. There we go. Good and good. And production. Where do we want? Here? Yeah, let's do it. Nice. Brilliant. So, input, output, production mode. What do we want to produce? Iron ingots, I think? Yeah, let's set iron ingots for you here. And now we need to input some ore. So, let's get down and dirty with some belts. Also, we've unlocked the fabricator, which is going to cost me 2 structural iron and 2 low power wire. It's also worth me getting an additional furnace, and it looks like the additional furnace is going to cost me some low power wire, but that's okay. Right, belts are going to cost me structural iron. Well, the good news is that it's not going to cost me a lot of structural iron, but maybe I should have built the furnace way closer, because that's still enough structural iron to be to mean a lot of crafting. Delete mode? Can I delete you? Hold to delete. Okay, good. I hope I get the resources back. I guess we'll find out. I do. Very nice. I'm going to put a distance of 1. Usually, you need to at least have 1 bit of belt, but if 1 bit of belt is not going to be super challenging for me to deal with. All we need to do is make 4 bits of iron. 4 bits of iron ore. And then, oh, I should have put the... Oh, well, no matter. I should have put the iron ore into the furnace so that we could have got cracking with the iron ingots being made in an automated fashion. But if that can't happen, then that can't happen. And besides, I'm almost to the structural iron number of ingots anyway. So let's get that in. Yeah, I think positive. I think the game looks good. The sort of core systems are here, as I say, very rough around the edges. But that's kind of what you... There we go. So I'm not making that mistake again. That's kind of what you would anticipate for a game that is in sort of early stage such as this. There we go. Let's see. Is it going to work? It is absolutely going to work. Fantastic. And of course, we need to go into the production mode here. Accessible materials, 64 iron ore. Can I drag this into here? I can. Okay, nice. So that's the materials in my inventory, even though it says accessible. I don't know why it says accessible. It's literally just my inventory. And then iron ingots are going to come out here and straight on into my inventory. Beautiful. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, so a couple of other milestone things that we need to get done. We need to get a fabricator, which is going to cost me 2 structural iron and low power wire. That's going to allow me to refine the iron ingots that are coming through here. That would probably be a good thing to get done. But I also think just straight up getting another furnace would be great to do. Because it's only going to cost me... Let me have a look at this. How much does low power wire cost? It cost me 2. I should have enough, actually. I won't have enough. I was going to say, I should have enough copper ore already here to do what I need to do, but alas, unfortunately, I do not. Either way, let's get the low power wire made. Let's go and yoink a little bit more. Let's go and yoink a little bit more copper ore from here. Beautiful. Let's let that bad boy get back to work. Very nice. And here we go. More copper ingots. Let's make it happen. I think we only need like 2, right? Oh, I should maybe get one. Yeah, maybe get 1 structural iron just so that we can automate our there we go. Good. And then take this, take this, take this, and take this as well. Yeah, so we can automate this process as well. This looks absolutely awful. I feel like I should just try again with this, and we should try and... yeah, probably hate that variation least. And a furnace right here. Beautiful. Straight belts. It was, it was close. It was close. So, give me credit for being close. And building mode. There we go. Furnace. Nice. That's the ticket. Fantastic. And then we interact with you. We go into production mode, and we go copper ingots. I've got 43 copper ingots on me. I think we'll just let that be there. This is looking good. I really like factory builders that give you a feeling of, once you get the early automation down, you feel really, really powerful, and you feel like your time is no longer being taken up by sort of meaningless handcrafting chores. And this game definitely gives me that vibe, which is a good thing. Right. Looks like we can only store up to 32 ingots in the output slot of both of the furnaces. I'm very okay with that. That is totally chill. What do you need? 2 structural iron, 2 low power wire. That's fine, because I actually have all of the resources needed to do that, and I can now make it happen in super quick time. So what did I say? 2 of these, and actually I need 3 of these because I will need 1 belt as well. I mean, merging, splitting, etc. We'll get down and dirty with that in a little bit. But for now, let's get 3 of these bad boys, and then let's get 1 of these, and then drag, 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 drag. Think that should be enough to get myself a fabricator. Oh, we need a second low power wire. It's fine. It's fine. It's okay. It's okay. Low power wire. Great. And in there like so. Marvelous. Marvelous, marvelous. So, build, fabricator. Make sure that we got 1 bit of belt between. I don't know. I mean, should we test to see if it links up? Should we test to see if it links up to immediately operate? My strong suspicion is no. But I might be wrong. Yeah, it doesn't look like it works. See, that's like an advanced factory builder, style of thing. If you link up the output directly into the input of the next building, at least that's my sort of litmus test for if they are advanced factory builders or not. But that's okay. We can always operate with a singular bit of belt there and a fabricator right here. I mean, look, I planned for this exact eventuality, so that is fine. Right, structural iron is most certainly what we need. And look at that. That gorgeous belt is working like an absolute charm. We got loads and loads of ingots coming through now, which is perfection. Are we able to hold up the level of production here? I don't think so. Not quite. But that's all right. Okay. Do we want to automate this setup over here as well? We need 2 more structural iron, 2 more wires. And this will allow me to automate, what, wires? Let's take that out of there so that we can keep on producing. Always be producing. I mean, these factories are working, so, why not let them work? Take the structural iron, go and yoink 2 more wires. Yep, that into there. Oops. That into there. Very nice. That into there. And take everything else out. Right. Good. What do we got? Fabricator. Anything else that we want to build yet? I don't think so. Let's see. We need to go side on. It's looking good. And a bit of straight belts. Nice. Okay. And then we go production mode, low power wire, and I hope we will have automated low power wire as well. Very, very nice. Right, should we try and do screws then as well? I mean, that will require a fabricator. We need another... we need a few more low power wires. Why do I keep getting stuck on the ground there? Yeah, a few more low power wires. That'd be good. And I don't even know what's required for screws. Let's go and take a little look. A look over here. It's literally just iron ingots. Well, this might be a good opportunity to test out the merge and splitting capabilities. So we're going to go into delete mode. We're going to get rid of you. We're going to go build mode. We're going to go merger, splitter, merger storage. Ooh. Okay. Merge there. That's looking good. Let's go a lifter. I'm immediately interested. I do like three-dimensional factory builders here. Flip building. Yep, I like the fact that flipping exists. That's pretty good. And then we're going to go around here. Amazing. And then we're going to flip again. And we're going to go around here. That is, I tell you what, that's not looking too shabby, is it? That is not looking too shabby. And we're going to get a fabricator, and I do, of course, realize that we're not really going to have the production stats needed to make all of this stuff work, but it's kind of cool. Right. Ooh, a splitter buffer. That's cool. I like that. I really like that. That's quite novel. I like that a lot. So we go structural iron here, and then we go screws right here. Very, very nice. Structural iron coming through. Screws coming through. Very good. Yeah, so this is looking pretty darn good, I would say. One thing that I really don't like about the game is that there is no, you know, overwhelming objective for us. There's no sort of like objective list or anything. You know, I get it. It's early days. Anyway, I was just mining this little resource pile over here, which is zinc. If we mine this, we get a little interactive moment, a little moment where the AI decides to speak at me. And I'm thinking if we go for an extraction facility right here, we need some low thingy wire, which means that I'm going to have to walk all the way across to here, which is fine. I don't know how many resources there are. We've obviously got copper, we've got iron. Let's go and have a little look. What's this? I think this is zinc. Yeah, that's zinc ore, which is fine. I think that's copper. Anything else? I mean, there's that block over there, but I don't think we can actually get to it. I think we might be gated into a sort of certain area. Oh, no, tell a complete lie. What are you? Okay. Not sure. Bascrete. Well, let's... Oh, flippin' heck. Let's absolutely mine this sucker. Yeah, do that right there. Okay, so what are you gonna do for me? Bascrete? I don't know. I imagine we put it through a furnace, but maybe not. Right. Production mode, zinc ingot. Yep, we'll get that up in just a second. Bascrete. Let's do it. And we've actually got the structural iron needed to do all of this. But yeah, I mean, I kind of feel like I'm floundering, but I'm trying to, like, guess what to do because there's no overwhelming, you know, like concrete, but more environmentally friendly. Good. I'm delighted that we're helping the environment on this alien world, which is barren. Thank goodness the environment is saved here. Anyway, right, let's get this... Oh, we need more structural iron. Well, it's a good thing that we're making tons of this stuff. I mean, we should have full... There we go. We should have a full complement. Let's bang that into there so that we can... Whoops. Yeah, make sure that's set properly. Nice. And screws we'll take just to be on the safe side. There's also this, like, weird dragging thing with the screws. Like, you have to... Or, well, I say with the screws. With the inventory, you have to, like, drag it into place. Whereas I feel like I should just click, pick it up, and move it. But, whatever. It's okay. That is more iron over there for sure. Bascrete... Yep. I do feel like I want to connect up some different resources to... Go there? Yeah, we got plenty of space here. I do feel like I want to connect up a whole bunch of different resources. That goes there. Nice. And furnace, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, we need more iron ingots. I don't know if I have iron ingots. I think I might have popped them all. Actually, tell a lie. I've not popped them all into production quite yet. But we're getting there. Right. Pop you down. Good. Whoops. Click on you. Production mode. Zinc ingot. Processed zinc for specialized applications. So, zinc will allow us to galvanize steel. And the thing about galvanized steel... Yeah, galvanized iron for more complicated parts. Exactly that. So, if we have a little look here, the exoframe, which I initially built, used 1 bit of galvanized iron. Yes, thank you very much, robot. I just wish I could mute that flippin' robot, honestly. It's very, very, very persistent. Yeah, galvanized iron is... You get one of these components to start with, and that allows you to deploy this exoframe, which you're in. Also, the exoframe seems like... I mean, look at the size of it, right? So, where is it? It's down... Yeah, it's down here, right? It's very small. When you hop in, I don't feel like I'm at the same level. I feel like I'm walking around in human form. I feel like I should be way smaller. You know what I mean? Right, galvanized iron. Let's see. 4 iron ingots and 2 zinc ingots. Well, that might be a bit more challenging on account of the fact that I kind of don't have... Wait. Hold on. Galvanized iron is literally just the ingot, so it's not even structural iron. Okay. Do we want to split another... I tell you what, we want to split this here. Yeah, that's what we want to do. That's what we really want to do. The problem will be... You know what? Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to remove this. This is my solution. And I feel like this is not the right lesson to be taking away from here. But it will allow me to... It'll allow me to do this with minimum sort of pain involved. So if we do this, great. We get a splitter. We do not want to split there. Can I not build here? Area is occupied. Okay, so that is not buildable there. Yeah, I think we can still make this work. It's going to be a little bit of a... It's going to be a little bit of a mess, but you know what? Can we build here? We can absolutely build here. So yeah, this is going to be an orbital potato. An orbital potato is spaghetti special. Right, remove. And curved into there. Let's flip. So we get that. It's good. We want to go there. We want to flip. Nope. Oh, for goodness sake. Nice. Rotate. Rotate. We just need one more. Flip. Rotate. Rotate. There. Perfect. It's good. It works. Believe it or not, it actually works. And then you just need to come down here. Yep. We need to bang down another furnace, and this is going to be a bespoke furnace for iron that we will have being processed into ingots. And we presumably make... Let's see. Let's line this up. Let's try and do this in a sensible way. Yeah, how about that? How am I going to do this, actually? Yeah, so production... Wait, do we need to handcraft this? I'm not going crazy, am I? Oh, yeah. I think we have to handcraft it. Okay, well, I'm sure that'll come in useful at some point, but, galvanized iron. We need 4 ingots. So let's do the funky drag. Zinc, we are making right here. There we go. And zinc into there. Galvanized iron, let's, I don't know, make... Well, one of these, I presume, is going to give me a little bit more progress in the story. Galvanized iron is nice to have. Okay, it won't rust apart in a few years. That's good. That makes me feel very confident about things. Yeah, nice. Okay. Great. What do I do with the galvanized... Oh, yeah, what do I do with the galvanized iron? I can make an exoframe. This is how long it took, by the way, the first time that I had to make it. It takes an awfully long time, so I'll catch up with you when it's done. Well, that no joke took like 45 seconds, which is a heck of a long time. Right. With 2 exoframes, I should be able to do it 1.25 times. Okay, what does that mean? Does that mean that we can craft quicker? I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. Again, I just don't know why all this narrative stuff is necessary. Okay, finally, we've listened to the AI ramble on, and apparently we want to build a generator. These are my 2 little exoframes here. What's the point of having 2? Genuinely, I have no idea. But also, look at how high I am. I feel like I should be way smaller. I think part of it is that if you wanted to, right? If you wanted to go and mine a resource, like, I don't know, the iron that's just chilling over here, we could go and do that, and then switch to another exoframe, and then it would continue to mine. I think that's how it would work. I'm honestly not sure. Right. A generator is 1 galvanized iron, 16 structural iron, 16 low power screws, 16 low power wire, and 32 screws. Okay. Let's... So there's nothing in this exoframe. So what I really want, you're telling me, video game, is the other exoframe. Well, that's annoying that I'm going to have to walk this one back, but I suppose it's fine. Yeah, I have no real idea why I care about having a second exoframe. Doesn't really make much sense to me. So we need 32 basscrete. The galvanized iron we've already got. The structural steel, we should have a plentiful amount. And in fact, if I go here, drag that into there, great. That's 32 structural steel. The galvanized iron, that's all that we need, apart from the basscrete. Fine. Well, I'll wander across to here, and then I'll wander back, and that will be our generator. Right, the goods have been secured. Let's get placed. Oh, no. I want to go into that one. That's good. And I want to build the generator. Where do I want to build it? Here, I guess?
And with that building build,
sure.
I've done something for myself.
Nice. I don't know what the point of the generator is, because it doesn't look like there's any power in this game.
And with that, this demo has
but there you go. The demo is ended.
You can continue to play, but unless you were quite unlucky.
Okay, well, thank you for that. Right, so, feedback. I think this game has promise. I really like it. Look, I'm an absolute sucker for factory builders. I'm a sucker for transformational factory builders as well. And I can't imagine a world where, you know, this entire sort of barren landscape is being transformed by your actions. I think, you know, the idea of these little exo robots is kind of cool. I still don't understand why you need to build a second one. The crafting systems are a little bit funky, to be honest, but I mean, these are things that can all be worked out. The fact that it takes 45 seconds to craft one of these guys, and the fact that the second one is almost entirely useless is, you know, by the by. I really want to see what the generator is for. I'd like, you know, way more factories and stuff and things that can be built. But look, I get it. This is an early version of the game. It's a demo. You know, it's a free demo, so you know expectations need to be in check. But yeah, I'll be following this one throughout development. That's for sure. Whether or not it will be, you know, decent on full release, I don't know. But look, I want to see more stats here as well. I want to see production numbers. You know, think Satisfactory sort of style. Satisfactory really is the gold standard for, you know, all of the information. Productivity being at 85%. That doesn't even mean anything. I don't even think that number changes. Power use as well, I don't think that changes, but I'm sure that'll all be something. Either way, yeah, my outlook is, you know, cautiously optimistic. You know, it's a free demo. It's very early. I don't know, feels like an alpha, but yeah, I'm interested to see more. And also, just give us a setting to turn off the AI volume, please. That would just be so great. I mean, I've spared you from most of it, but there was quite a lot of incessant chatting, which really did nothing for me personally. Anyway, yeah, check it out. Link down in the description below. Let me know if you're going to be wishlisting this one. Exofactory. It's interesting. It's interesting. Anyway, folks, thank you ever so much for watching. I've been Orbital Potato. I'll catch you next time. Bye.